Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, is the third-person adventure game spin-off that was released for Vita, PlayStation 4, and PC between 2014 and 2017. It takes place between the first and second games and shows the events of what has happened to the outside world along with Naegi's sister, Komaru. The story starts off showing Komaru in her new living situation. She has been trapped in a small, isolated apartment for a year, but is brought food daily by her mysterious captors. She has somewhat adapted to her new way of life, but wants freedom and wants to know what is going on outside. She gets her wish when a group of Monokuma robots storm the building as she is forced to flee. She comes across the Future Foundation group with Byakuya Togami leading the other members. He gives Komaru a special hacking gun to fight back against the Monokumas and orders her to leave Towa City. The outside world has become post-apocalyptic, children and Monokumas attacking and killing adults. They are led by a group of 5 children calling themselves the Warriors of Hope. Komaru is forced into their survival game and comes across Toko/Genocide Jack, who teams up with her to help her find a way out. The story is very extreme and the gameplay is as well. Instead of visual novel aspects, shooting, or first-person exploration, it's more of a third-person shooter. You can control Komaru, who uses her hacking gun to use different methods on the Monokumas, such as shooting or making them dance. You can also control Toko, who can transform into Genocide Jack for a limited amount of time and is basically invincible. She uses her scissors to attack enemies and doesn't take any damage. You mostly stay in the city and have certain maps you can unlock, along with some backtracking to find keys. I would compare the style of gameplay to Resident Evil, especially with the Monokumas and children behaving like aggressive zombies. They may look cute, but they're very deadly. Towa City is also reminiscent of Raccoon City from the second and third Resident Evil games. Each area has collectibles to find, along with small shops that can either upgrade the hacking gun or Genocide Jack's skills. There are also areas that are patrolled by guard Monokumas that you must use stealth to take out without being noticed and overwhelmed. Komaru starts out very timid and inexperienced, but she becomes stronger as the game goes on. Something I noticed while playing is that in the beginning she tended to walk slowly and hunched over, showing how scared she was. As you get further, she begins to stand up straight and walks with stride. I thought that was really neat. It showed her growing into a true leader just like her brother.
You're the ultimate writing prodigy, after all.
Yeah, you're right. I'll think of something after the happy ending.
Yeah, after the happy ending.
Toko is generally the same as in the first game, except that she can control when Genocide Jack comes out. She is also still infatuated with Byakuya and refers to him as Master, along with having lewd fantasies about him. As she spends time with Komaru, she begins to realize what it's like to have an actual friend.
Smell it?
You got a death wish or something? Hiding Master from me will cut your life expectancy.
No, I'm not hiding it.
10, 9, 8, 7.
What are you doing?
If you give me my master by the time I get to 0, I'm gonna cut you like wet mochi.
There's a lot of backstory and fleshing characters out in this game. While exploring, you can find wanted posters of relatives or friends of the original Hope's Peak Academy students from the Killing game, but it's vague as to what happened to them. A few direct relatives of the students make physical appearances as well.
Sometimes I have adults bring back cigarettes from the outside.
I can't believe they actually listen to you.
It's not hard. I use a woman's special charm. It's especially effective in situations like this. Of course, you girls aren't full adults yet, so you won't be able to really use your charm.
Yeah.
The Warriors of Hope are all an interesting lot. Children who hate adults, but for good reason. The lengths they go to are extreme, but they are sympathetic villains.
Please! Stop with the gentle! When they're gentle, I get all flinchy! No! I don't want gentle! I don't... Please stop! Anything but gentle! Please, no! Stop with the gentle!
It might initially sound like a game that strays too far from the original and has a convoluted story, but it's done very well. The gameplay is fun and the story is engaging. I really liked playing as Genocide Jack the most because I prefer slashing to shooting, and luckily I was able to play as her most of the time. The designs in the game fit the Danganronpa style of being macabre but also vibrant. There can be something horrible in front of you that appears cute, such as the beginning of one of the boss fights. And after the boss fights are variations of executions. Even though the story takes place between 1 and 2, it would be recommended to play it after beating both of them. There are some walking spoilers in Ultra Despair Girls that are revelations in Goodbye Despair. All in all, this is a great spin-off game, and it's an example of what can be done when a game series can do right when changing gameplay. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this game as well, if you liked the direction it went in, and yeah, if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, leave a like on this video if you liked it, check out my Redbubble and Patreon, they help me out a lot, and have a wonderful day.